y'all, it's your girl Nate, and I got some more Abided by God lifestyle tips. Today I'm talking about meal prep, prepping meals, preparing meals, and supplements. So let's get into it. Sunday is my purchase day. Oh, by the way, disclaimer, the Under Armour symbol, I printed this shirt as an early prototype for Abided by God. Okay, so Sunday is my purchase day, and so I go into my kitchen and I go into my cupboards, my pantry, and my refrigerator, and I verify the things that I'm going to need for this week. I also have an Excel document that has my groceries by store. I store hop just to get the best deal and to get the best produce, not that Monsanto's produce all the time from Walmart all the time. I think it's important to go into your purchase day with a strategy and having an Excel document from where you're going to get your groceries, and also the idea of the meals that you want to prepare that week is stellar, something that you might want to incorporate. For us, we're spending about $100 a week on food, 35 to 40 of it on produce, and we get our produce from Peddler's Farmer Market. It's where they aggregate a bunch of farmers' produce at one place. It's really cool. Google and see if they have something like that in your area. So Monday and Wednesday is when I actually prepare our food for the week. What we're usually having is something like a rice and beans and chicken for my husband. He likes chicken is good, whatever, and vegan sausage for myself. And I have a base of rice and beans, and I use the same seasonings that I use for the chicken as my veggie sausage. So if I want to have a kind of Caribbean feel, I'm using a Jamaican curry, or for Indian style, I'm using tikka masala and curry again, and maybe honey teriyaki for Japanese, Chinese, barbecue and brown sugar for a southern style flavor, adobo and chili pepper for Latino flavor. So you can have a variety and chop up your veggie sausage in different ways to make the appearance of different meats. Stew them, slow cook them, flash fry them, everything, so you can have fun with that. And I do want to mention that the way I eat now is whole foods, plant-based, so I'm eating foods that are still full of their nutritious value. They haven't been stripped, and I'm eating a diet that is based mainly on plant derivatives versus animal protein. And there's another video I'm making, or I've made, that talks about animal protein and its effect in making your body an acidic state, and that's a cancer-prone environment. And I also have a video about why I went plant-based. I transitioned from having a heavy animal protein diet to pescatarian to vegetarian to vegan, and I said vegan is too much, I'm not going to be about that life consistently, so whole foods, plant-based really works for me. Here is an image of my Excel document that has the different meals that I like to try and usually buy to prepare for that week. So I think that's a good strategy, again, along with having your Excel document with groceries by store, having the meals that you usually would prepare. So when you go shopping, you're buying to what you would actually use that week. So Monday and Wednesday are my prep days for the meals I'm going to make that week. I cook Monday, cook half the chicken, then freeze it. Cook Monday, goes until Wednesday. Wednesday goes until about Friday, and then we enter the Sabbath, which is good times because we just eat light meals, snacks, appetizers, oatmeal sandwiches. Something that I really have enjoyed making recently is this garlic bread, mozzarella, red pepper, glazed balsamic, kind of like an app that you get at the Italian restaurants. And that's kind of what we eat on the Sabbath. Saturday night we have usually a gift card from his work, and we just eat some free meal somewhere, which is nice. We have leftovers going into Sunday, and that takes us to our purchase day again. And that's how we've set up our meal prep and purchases. And of course, if you need an extra prep day, then maybe it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever works according to your life schedule. Tuesday, juice day. Tuesday, I juice for our family, and the fruits and veggies that I usually have in mind are about 10 or 12 cucumbers, I believe, somewhere around there, 2 pineapples, about 9 or 10 green apples, and those 3 are just to make more volume in the juice. And after that, it's 2 bales of kale, 2 bags of spinach, 1 of those small pints of berries, and half of one of the bigger cartons of strawberries. Throw that jank in there, and I got some great juice. Then I also juiced my carrots for my eye health, and I just have that juice separately. I don't throw into my green juice. And chlorophyll is amazing, which is the green stuff that makes the leaves green, which is amazing for your body, and I'll include that in another video though. And I want to say that when I started my journey, I was really just focused on getting the nutrients that I need and keep it moving. And the unfortunate part of that was I was starting to skip meals because I said, oh my gosh, this is disgusting, or this is the same meal I have every day. I was having rice and lentils every single day, and then I started skipping meals. So I don't know where you're at. Maybe you're a Savage Life and you don't really care. You're just trying to get that nutrients in. If that's sustainable for you, absolutely go for it. But if not, actually invest in making it a meal that you really do enjoy and that you look forward to and you take your time to prepare. And I think that that's a method that may carry into a lifetime, obviously, and help you sustain your health goals and health journey. And I think it's important for us to, as believers, to take control over what we're putting into our bodies and feeding our families, because the fact of the matter is the ruler of this world is our adversary, period. And the systems that are in place and that have control over the food that we're getting for the most part are not our friends, and they have consistently been putting things that should not be there in our food, water, and air. And as believers, we just have to be vigilant about what we are taking in, and are we doing the best we can to protect the temple and the home of the Holy Spirit that we have been allowed to house for a little while. And we need to be vigilant about it, because we are not supposed to be looking sickly and chronically ill and running to the doctor all the time and have pale, sickly looking skin all the time and be scatterbrained and double-minded and needing pharmaceuticals all the time. We're not supposed to be that way and look like the rest of the world. And in a very cool way, leading a healthy lifestyle and that radiating allows you to stand out of a crowd and be a form of evangelism that requires no words. You are simply a walking billboard for the kingdom of heaven and what it means to be His and to look healthy and set apart. Taking control over your health in this way is a form of stewardship and a form of evangelism in a very real way. So for my daily eating regimen, I have to make one for myself, because again, I will definitely skip meals if I don't have some type of idea of when I'm supposed to be eating and stimulating my metabolism and not throwing my body into a starvation mode. So I'm eating around 6:30 to 7, my breakfast. Around 8:30, I'm eating my post-workout protein shake. Around 12:30 to 1, I'm eating my meal, usually after I've kind of prepared it for the Monday or Wednesday. So around midday, I'm eating my first meal, and it's the heaviest meal that I'm going to eat that day, because at 6:30, I eat my half meal, and I just want to taper down what my body has to break down as I'm heading into bed. And I do need most of my energy midday while I'm still working, rather than right before bed. Around 10:30, 2:30, and 8:30, I'm eating my snacks and probably another one in there, and maybe they're a banana or a rice cake or some dry cereal. I have a list of different snacks that I like to shop for and choose from. And around 9 o'clock, I'm cutting off what my body has to break down, essentially, especially if it's a prepared or cooked meal, or especially if it's a processed sugar meal, especially. I'm shutting that down around 9 o'clock. And if I want to eat again before my bedtime, which is around 10 or 10:30, I really do try to look for a banana and peanut butter or a grapefruit, but something that is not heavy on the digestive system right before bed. So for breakfast is my favorite, and it's the one that I spend the most time on, that I really do enjoy, and it's obviously the most critical, and it starts off your day, and it's the time that I'm spending with my Heavenly Father, and I talk about that in my regimen video if you want to check that out. Okay, cool. So in my breakfast, I have 5 parts or 5 components, and it's kind of in order. So I have my supplements. I have my niacin, iodine, and my probiotic, and I talk about the niacin, iodine in my must-haves video, so definitely check that out. But it is critical for our thyroid function and our overall health and life in general. That's my morning supplements, and I've started moving my iron to my morning just in case I forget or I'm too lazy to have my evening supplement session. I am anemic, so I guess I have a hard time uptaking my necessary iron, so I just take a supplement there. In the evening, I have my multivitamin, iron if I've done it correctly, if I've been disciplined, biotin and MSM. The last 2 are for my hair health vanity goals. And I take a vegan supplement in the evening. Green juice. I drink my green juice, chlorophyll again, amazing, getting all my nutrients and stuff, and I've noticed that it really does set my digestive system going and start to help the elimination process for that day. Green juice is amazing. My meal. So if I've pushed my time that I've woken up and I still need to get my time in with my Heavenly Father and I'm heading out to the gym, I have a smaller meal, and it's really just something to break my fast, so I'm eating a banana and peanut butter maybe. Or it's a third or a half of a bagel with cream cheese. I like to throw agave and cinnamon on there. But if I've woken up with sufficient time, I like to have a waffle or 2 to whole grain by Kashi and throw my berries on there, my blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, chia seeds, cinnamon, and coconut chips. That is my favorite go-to breakfast of all time for life. It's amazing. So the third part is having the actual breakfast meal or food that you eat. And I said in order because I like to have the green juice to kind of lubricate my system, and it seems like there's some sense to that versus having the dry, coarse food or grain going into the digestive tract without any lubrication. So after that, I have my tea and my water. So the tea, I like to push things along with the warm water going through. I have mint and ginger tea that I chop up, the actual leaves, organic leaves. I get mine from Publix, and I know they sell it at Whole Foods. I would be wary of the mint that they sell at Walmart and Giant. They taste really tampered with. Honestly, they do not taste like a high grade at all, and especially since all their stuff is getting sprayed with this, that, and the third, I would be wary of that. My water I drink with aloe vera juice added to it from George's. They're amazing, and they super get your digestive tract on a roll, and it helps to reset the pH of your body back down from an acidic state. So definitely look into George's aloe vera. So yeah, those are my 5 for my breakfast. What makes my breakfast time is the supplements, green juice, the meal, my tea, and water with aloe vera. And in closing, my extra thoughts, I have my protein shake with the vegan protein from Ollie, amazing. And I just have the banana protein shake and almond milk. I've started adding the cinnamon and vanilla to it, and I did get into the Herbalife's a little while back while I needed that with the transition I was in. And things are seasonal sometimes. The way you eat and nourish yourself, sometimes it's seasonal or temporary. But I know that I didn't want to be, protein shake girl to get my nutrients and to depend on that for a lifetime. Some people are cool with that, that's awesome. I know I didn't want that, so the protein shake for post-workout is super dope, and sometimes I have it as a snack, but I don't want to be highly reliant on that, but it works well for what I need it to do for my fitness goals and everything, and getting my proper protein per day. So yeah, that was the meal prep supplements video, kind of in a nutshell. That I've inserted here about the benefits of iodine if you don't want to go to the must-haves video and everything, and the importance of a probiotic. Again, I talk about the supplements, I'm pretty sure, in my must-haves video, so check that out if you want, and if you have any comments, hit me up. So this has been Adrienne Elliott with Body by God, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.